So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is, it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hey everyone! If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, which you should be at least following me on Instagram. If not, stop this podcast and go to Instagram.com/Soraya Goddard or at Soraya Goddard. That's SORAYAGODDARD. Anyways, if you followed me on Instagram and a little bit on Facebook, you saw that I spent this last weekend with I have no idea how to describe it other than a phenomenal group of incredible businesswomen in Florida. I was invited by the incredible Taylor Thompson, who, if you don't know who that is, she is a longtime, extremely hugely successful network marketer. She is also married to one of the godfathers of network marketing, basically, Larry Thompson. And they are a powerful duo. Larry has been in the industry for 52 years. Holy moly. Anywho, Taylor put on a retreat this weekend that I got invited to, and I'm so grateful that I got to be invited to this retreat because it was just packed with pretty much the most powerful women in all of network marketing, and I'm not even exaggerating. And so I am so humbled that I got to be there with these women. So Taylor brought together powerhouses like Nicola Smith Jackson and Sarah Zalecki and Lisa Grossman and my dear friend Angela Brooks and Karen Medeiros, Donna Valdez. Oh my God, the list goes on and on and on. Just some incredible people. So if you know who those people are, great. If you don't worry about it. They're amazing. That's all you need to know. Badasses, all incredibly successful network marketers. And we all basically invaded these two across the street from the beach. I guess that's not technically beachfront, but close to beachfront mansions with elevators. And Taylor got private chefs, yoga instructors. It was just like a weekend full of pampering, massages, all in these mansions. And her goal, which is what I really want to talk to you about today, although I want to tell you how much fun I had. That's really not the point of this podcast. The point of this podcast is to tell you that Taylor had a vision and has a vision for something called the She Network. And She stands for Sharing Her Excellence. So Taylor has long been thinking about putting together a network of women who are in and around the business world that can share the things that they are really good at with each other. And ultimately, that is to collaborate, to support each other, to really just encourage each other and live in a spirit of abundance and collaboration so that we can propel each other forward. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience this past weekend. I wanted to talk about the She Network. In a future podcast, I'll have Taylor on so she can describe it herself and share with you what has inspired her. But I wanted to very quickly, before kind of the inspiration left me, just recap the weekend and share some things that I think might be helpful for you guys. And so this retreat was basically what Taylor's calling the founding members of the She Network. So the people that are in Taylor's life that she has tapped on the shoulder and asked to help spread the word about this network. And so happy to do that for her, happy to be participating in something like this that brings women together. And she brought all of us who are her founding members to this house to just sit in each other's presence and really form a deep connection. So that's kind of where I want to start. I don't know about you, but I have a very busy life. I am guessing you're the same way. I'm guessing that you have a ton of competing demands, and I'm guessing that you probably don't have a whole lot of time to spend with the people that you love, or at least you would like more. And so that usually, if you're listening to this, you have a business. And so you are probably like me, lacking in enough time to fulfill what you would like to do with all of your friendships. Maybe you're even lacking in just the time and the ability to make those friendships. And so if that's you, I just want to let you know that I understand you and I see you. And I think that I just want to play a part in encouraging people to take time out of their busy schedule to deepen these friendships. When Taylor asked me to come join she and all these other amazing women on this retreat, like all everybody thinks is, oh man, that's going to be super inconvenient. It's in the middle of a really busy season in my life. I had a million things going on at work. I had to cancel like 12, no joke, like 12 things. um, it was not easy, but it was well worth it. And it was totally the right thing to do. And I knew I had to do it. So got on a plane and went to A, support my friend, B, connect with a bunch of my other friends, and C, just spend time with people that I don't get to typically spend time with. And so for you, if you have the time to, or the ability, I guess I should say, if you have the opportunity, that's probably the best word. If you have the opportunity to connect with friends, but particularly other women in business, I would highly encourage that you do everything you can to make the sacrifice to do it. Because it is, quite frankly, a sacrifice. Everything we do in life is a choice, and we're going to have to give one thing up for the better, or for something else, for another option. And in this case, I gave up a lot of sleep and a lot of obligations to make time for my friends, and it was well worth it. So I would encourage you to do the same. So we got to go hang out at this amazing mansion. And again, A plus recommendation for having a private chef. That is definitely on the vision board now, because although it wasn't like super extravagant in terms of food, it was really, really good, but it was just so convenient and lovely to have someone else kind of pampering you. So that's definitely happening in my future. I am so grateful though that I got time, just hours upon hours over these 4 days to really spend with these women. And that is when you get the deep conversations, right? That is when you get the things that you can't get over Facebook Messenger and Voxer and Zoom. Although all of those platforms are great, they're just no substitute for being in someone's energy and in someone's spirit. And so if you get invited to go somewhere with high quality people, go. Cancel everything, seize the opportunity, get up and go. My second point, and really I've kind of already touched on it, but I want to highlight it very specifically. There is never a good time to take a break. There will never be a good time to take a break. There is never a convenient time. There is never a good week. There is never a time where there are no responsibilities in your life. And so even though it will always be inconvenient and always difficult, and you will always be tired doing something like this, it will 100% always be worth it. And so maybe you don't have a she retreat, invitation hanging out for you, but maybe you have an opportunity to go to your company event or your company convention coming up, even though it might be difficult and you will have to make a sacrifice. I promise you it will be worth it. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to host an event, and maybe that's inconvenient. I promise you it will be worth it. It will be tiring. That is okay. It will always be worth it. My next point is that the energy that you bring to an event like this is so, so, so important. So I'll be honest, I was a little hesitant having, I think it was 14 or 15, I can't remember the exact number, 14 or 15 insanely powerful women in the same roof, or the same roofs, was a little nerve-wracking for me. I like my private space, I like my alone time, and this is a lot of energy. I mean, if like Lisa Grossman and Nicola Smith Jackson and some of these people that are just like beasts, the capital B, It's a lot of energy, but I will tell you that one of the things that made this such a life-changing retreat is that everybody came with the most humble and abundant energy. And I think that there's something there to unpack. I think that leaders, no matter if you're a leader in network marketing, you're a leader in your home, you're a leader in your business outside of network marketing. I don't care where you're a leader. If you're listening to this, you're a leader. I guarantee it. I know that you take a leadership role in some parts of your life. It is so important for leaders to show up with humble energy and to be ready to listen more than you speak. Now, don't get me wrong, we all spoke a lot and we all laughed our faces off. And we all, I mean, I cried and laughed and cried from laughing and you name it, just all the emotions that come with a wonderfully hilarious, great weekend. I went through all of that. But I will tell you that most everybody there was just really humble and wanting to listen to the experience of others. There was a lot of question asking. Hey, tell me about this. What did you feel about this? How did you get to this? What's going on with you now? How's your family? Like those are the kinds of conversations that we had. And I don't get to talk about that kind of stuff normally. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't ask those questions enough. But when you're locked in a house, willingly, locked in a house with some other amazing women, you find yourself gravitating towards the questions that are really deep and that encourage just learning about others. So again, show up with humble energy and be ready to listen more than you speak. I wrote in an Instagram post that I did the other day right after the retreat that you really can't have a super deep friendship with someone who's just waiting to talk. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know the friend that you have that just waits to talk? They're not really listening to you. They're just holding their breath, and then as soon as you stop, they're ready to go. Those people can be dangerous friends. I would much prefer a friend that is just really wanting to listen and they want to sit with your words and they want to actually take time to digest what you say and the emotions that you're sharing with them. It's a great privilege to have friends like that. That friendship, though, requires some vulnerability, and ultimately, connection requires vulnerability in your private life, in your romantic life, in your business life. Connection requires vulnerability. So maybe you need to write that down. I have written that down many, many times. I journal about this a lot because, quite frankly, my personality doesn't lend me to be naturally vulnerable. That's my personality. And then my 20 plus years in the army has not made me the most vulnerable person by design. And it's something that I have to really work at. And I'm still working on it. So if that's you, again, I see you. But I want to encourage you to come on this journey with me of vulnerability. And I want you to support each other, support your friends who are sharing their vulnerabilities. This weekend that I had at the She Retreat was full of us being vulnerable and sharing stories that we may not have shared with other people because it was a safe space, which is amazing and really sacred. And I'm very grateful for Taylor for bringing the right women together so that it can be safe or that it could be safe. But really, you can only find common ground with people, whether that be your teammates or your family or your friends, with that vulnerability. And that requires us to share mistakes and the stories of how we screwed up and admit that we're not perfect. And that requires being humble and dropping that ego. So we all have mistakes, right? We all have things that make us look bad, the raw, dirty stuff that you don't really want to tell everybody. But that, like sharing those kind of things, really makes the connection. It really makes the connection. So if you're showing up to your team or even in your personal relationships outside of your business with the need to be validated or the need to be perfect or the need to be someone that you're not, we'll just ask you to take a look at that and remember that that will hinder you being able to connect with people. So if your team culture maybe isn't the greatest, maybe this is something you want to check out. Vulnerability, open up to people, share that you don't have the answers. Share that, you don't look perfect when you first wake up. All of the things. So we shared a lot of those things over the weekend. In fact, I posted on my Instagram, we had kind of an impromptu pajama party, which was like very innocent. It was just a lot of fun. We were all tired and we all just wanted to be in our pajamas. And so we all just kind of went to our rooms and got a bunch of pajamas on and ended up doing Facebook Lives and just joking with each other and eating way too many desserts and just having a blast. Like really very innocent fun, but just the best kind of fun. And so I wanted to share that with you. I hope that maybe some part of that just inspired you. And I hope that you will go and follow Taylor Thompson. Her Instagram handle is I am Taylor Thompson. And the She Network is also the She Network's Instagram handle. So you can follow both of those there and you can find ultimately the free Facebook group that goes along with the She Network and jump in. And Taylor has interviewed all of us, the founding members of the She Network, in that Facebook group. And so if you want to hear some powerful, powerful interviews from some amazing accomplished network marketers and business leaders, then you can jump in there. Everybody has a really cool story. Michelle Cunningham was there, and she is an incredible YouTube expert. God, I mean, there were just so many incredible women. So very blessed, very grateful. I left that retreat renewed. I didn't know that that was the retreat that I needed. I didn't know that that was the mentorship and the friendship and the love that I needed. So I hope that all of you listening to this just tap into that connection with your network, whether they be women or whomever. But there is something special about female friendships. If you're like me at all, you might not have as many female friendships as you would like. And so if that's you, I would encourage you to maybe just reach out and say hello to someone that you've been thinking of lately and let them know how much that they mean to you and just chat them up a little bit. So, all right, guys, that was my weekend at the She Network retreat. I am wishing you all the best, and I will come back soon with some power-packed marketing advice in the next episode. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Before you go though, I have something for you. If you are looking to grow your audience online via social media so that you can have people getting excited about your products and reaching out to you to learn more, then you need my cheat sheet that has 50 health and wellness Facebook Live topics that will attract an audience to you. It also walks you through the secret 4-part formula that you can follow on both Facebook and Instagram that is proven to have people reaching out to you. And when you get it, I am also sending you guys an audio file for those of you who love to listen to the information on the go. You can get both of those things at www.sorayagoddard.com/podcast. Again, that's sorayagoddard.com/podcast. SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. Thanks so much. Chat soon.